Okay, let's read some letters from antiquity. Sidonius to his friend Pudentius. Greetings. Someone's been raptured, taken away. Looks like, is it your son has taken away, it's a bit hard to tell, the daughter of his nurse. Anyway, we'll leave that for now. It's a bit confusing because of the me and tour. Anyway, this is an unworthy crime that would have made us enemies, you and me. Except that immediately I know you to not have known this when it was happening. But with this purgation of your consciousness, you think it's worthy to seek the punishment of this hot-blooded guilty crime under one condition. I'll concede. If looks like you're the patron, so if you release the stuprator, the guy who did the illegal sex act, inculinatu usually means someone lives somewhere. I think it's like a freeborn slave or a tenant who was originally in this position. If now you become his patron, it looks like, instead of his master. So that's the connection here. I might check the lobe for that anyway. However, the woman, she was already a free woman. So finally, it was seemed that she's been led away not in lust, but of taking up a marriage. If our accused fellow, for who you are imprecating or making prayers or whatever for, if he is made soon a client from his tribunary position, he would rather begin to have the persona of a plebeian rather than a colonist. Colonists usually were originally, when you got dismissed from the army, you got given land. But so it looks like this slave is going to have to be made free as a client, because the woman he snatched away, this filiam, was a free woman. Okay, so it's this guy's son has taken away. The guy's son of his nurse has taken away Sidonius' daughter. Anyway, something's ma'am for this alone, either this composition or settlement or some satisfaction, even a mediocre amount of satisfactionally, can amend my insult. Okay, so he's been insulted. Now you can only settle this. Who, with your will and wishes, and looks like our friendship, I will acquiesce or something to it. If liberty or freedom releases the husband, there shall not be any punishment constraining or touching the raptor. So he's a stuprator up here. He was a rapist, but now he's just a raptor based on he took her away. But if he's set free, then Sidonius is happy that his daughter, who's a free woman, is a husband. Book 5, letter 21. Sidonius to his people or friends, greetings. One's sacerdotus, which is a word for priest, and Justinius. Your patrus, your uncle on your father's side, is victorious. He's a vir. He's a man, and he's famous. He's egregious, and thus in every way, or from wherever he comes, he's extremely learned. Cum and tum correlatives. So in rest of things, he's very potent, and just as equally he is potissimus. He's potent and very extremely potent in other things. He's condited some verses, so he's a poet. To me, also, colloquy is post-positive to nouns and pronouns, even with adverbs sometimes you see in the colloquy. He's always from a small boy, to me, there was some care of muses. That's a cool little sentence. It doesn't have a verb. Anyway, now, you are the heir of your parent. You are coming. Tam quam correlative, so just as if by right and it's merited or earned. Illicit, there you go, on the spot maybe. I'm close to it, a poet by profession, and you by seed. You're an offspring of a poet, or maybe your uncle is. Therefore, it is very just that on the day he's dead, day which is to a dead person, each one shall succeed in our business or whatever, as we are joined. So for this reason then, you can hold, it's plural again, you hold the estate, the patrimony, as the heir, and give the carminas, the songs, I guess, to me. Farewell. Liber 6, letter 5. Sidonius to his domino Papa. Papa's actually where Pope comes from, so this guy's a priest. Greetings. The guy's name is Theoplastus. Not knowing my causal reason is he who is portating, carrying letters from me to you. For while I've wished it for myself that I should become a garrulus, a letter carrier, an opportune one, the duty of this, he is bestowing this benefit that he's thinking himself will receive a benefit. Okay, that's something. Just as if now Venerable Donidius is worthy to be enumerated or counted amongst the very spectissimus people, very showy or something, very some special or something, of whose client and boys, which are probably slaves, I commend. They're setting out either by the necessariness of either patronage or of a master. The labour of these travelling people, foreigners, in which you are able, with resources and humanity or with intercession, safeguard them or look over them. Okay, so by Googling spectissimus is tried and tested. There's quite a few entries here. According to the Loeb, the Dionys was a spectabilis, was one of his titles. Anyway, so there's been a letter bearer brought to him, and now as we see, the client and boys have been sent off. So if in aliquo, I guess in some way, this friend himself, either through inexperience or the novelty or newness of his public interactions, he should seem less efficient, look rather to this for the causal reasons of the absent person. The absent person must be Dionys. He's absent, so think of him rather than the ineffectualness of this newcomer, who and not what he earns the persona of this present person. So then, be mindful to be thinking of me, that you dignify your memory of me or something, and there's a vocative then, master, priest or whatever at the end, and that's it.